How you doing, man? How are things? Okay. I just swapped it out, Aaron, actually. I have two bottles that I rotate. There's one that always is in the fridge behind me, and then there's another one that is always out. So usually when I'm on stream, I swap. So I get the cold one. Yeah, I don't know why I'm super thirsty today. Zazie, how you doing, man? Thanks for joining. Phoenix, thank you for joining. Wow. Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on. Very thirsty today. Okay. All right. How's everyone doing? Gavad, thanks for joining, man. 3 months. I appreciate you. Thank you, my dude. All right. Another Saturday. You know, lately, every Saturday, because I'm only streaming once a week now, these Saturday streams kind of like, they kind of hit me as a bit of a milestone because it's always getting 1 month closer to baby. And so lately, every Saturday I look at the date and I'm like, man, I only have like, actually, as of today, it is exactly 7 or 8 streams between now and baby arrival, which is kind of intense, man. That's 8 weeks, 7 or 8 weeks. It's crazy. Hey, Nick, thanks for joining, man. How the hell, how many people are freaking mods on this channel? I have no idea. It's like every week I show up and I don't remember what happened the previous week, and there's like a new mod that's like, I don't even know. Hi, Kat. Hi, Fifi. Hi. All right, Fifi. Let's. Yeah, Nick, I'm probably. I'll probably take a couple week break. After baby comes, I'll probably take a break for a few weeks. I have 6 weeks off for maternity leave. I'll probably take off at least 4 from streaming, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to see. Yes, Naveed stream while I mine thousands of iron. Are you playing Satisfactory? No. Minecraft? Satisfactory or Minecraft? You can force others to take over for you like Scones. Does Scones stream? Sure. I'm down for takeovers. Nothing wrong with that. Heavy modded 500 mods. Ooh. Hey Mal, thanks for joining, man. He doesn't stream. Okay. But he can start. Also, happy stream for you. Thank you. There was a while where I was very much into modding Fallout and stuff. Fallout and Skyrim. I was like, Skyrim and Fallout in particular are 2 games that are like super well suited for modding. I think I tried modding Starfield a bit, but the modding community just isn't there for Starfield, which is kind of too bad, but it is what it is. I'll be in and out of chat because I'm working. No problem, dude. No problem. I'm not sure if today will be too long of a stream, because it's the Kronos in terms of the build, and I think Kronos is a pretty simple board. Dude, Nick, my childhood, or more like my teenage years, was Oblivion. Morrowind, actually. I remember being a teenager and setting up a tent in my backyard, and I pulled out a tiny TV with a giant extension cord. I took my original Xbox, out into the backyard in a tent, and the whole summer I spent in that tent playing Morrowind. It was a magical, magical summer. But that was my first game. There was no modding back then. It was just Hi, Fifi. Ugh. I think I was quite a bit older by the time Skyrim came out. When did Skyrim come out? Skyrim. 2011. So I was... Shoot, how old was I? In 2011? I was 24, 25, 26, something like that. Yeah, I also played most of my hours without modding. Yeah, me too. It's in the last couple years, the last like 10 years, that it was mostly modded Skyrim. These days, I think you have to do modded Skyrim. The modding community is just too big. Like, you know what's funny is with Skyrim and like these games, I find the process of modding the game to where I want borderline more fun than playing the game itself. It takes like 2-3 weeks for me to figure out all the mods that I want to do. Hold on, keyboard dad, I will show you exactly what I mean. And if you PC game, this shit is gonna, if you don't know what this shit is gonna blow your mind, dude. Blow your mind. All right, so this is Nexus Mods, which is basically like the most I think it's the only, but it's like basically the most popular modding community. And so you navigate over to the game. Let's go take a look at, let's just look at the popular ones, all-time popular mods. And so basically this essentially allows you to customize the game to do whatever you want, right? So there's like patches that patch it up and fix bugs. There's like horny mods if you're into that, which I assume you aren't. There's Sky UI, which is an improvement to the whole UI and UX of the menus and stuff. There's like additional campaigns and missions. There's new weapons. This is awesome. It's like a whole overhaul of the entire perk system in Skyrim. Like this is almost like a requirement. I do this every time. There's one which is called, shoot, I forget what it's called. It's somewhere here, but it's essentially an entire Magic of Skyrim Apocalypse. It's like an overhaul of the entire magic system in Skyrim. Like all new spells, like, oh God, I'm gonna start modding again, aren't I? Maybe I will. It's really, really fun. 5 streams. Thank you for joining, Nikki. I appreciate you, man. No, I have not done Skyrim Together. What is that? Skyrim Together. What? No. I have not done this. However, I'm not a huge fan of playing video games with other humans most of the time. Okay, apparently there's a Discord. There's always a Discord. Alright, we'll do that later. Yeah, it's not really my thing. Especially Skyrim, I'm not sure how I'll like that. We'll see. Multiplayer. But is that like co-op multiplayer? What is that exactly? Is it like PvP, PvE? Do you like join each other on quests? Never... Minecraft modding is nuts as well. I have a buddy building a nuclear reactor. Wow. I assume though, like, okay, so here's the problem. Especially with a game like Skyrim. Hello, wife. How are you? Thank you for joining. For those that don't know, Gigi Jumanji is wife. She did this. This is her fault. I say her fault, but it's more of a blessing. Dating is awful. Back when it launched, one person could only do a quest, others could join him. Oh, but it was buggy. Yeah, so that's okay. So that's my problem with some of these like multiplayers for Starfield and all that. All these kind of games is that like pretty quickly modding becomes the experience. Like even with Baldur's Gate, right? Like Baldur's Gate 3, I modded. Okay. Hi, Fifi. But if you put the hand on the keyboard, then maybe we'll run into problems and you'll hit keys. It was buggy as hell. That was 2024. Not sure if it's improved. Yeah. So with Skyrim, the problem is you're going to be playing modded, and then if you're like, can you even play modded Skyrim together? I don't know. So Gavad, I saw your message earlier and I forgot to reply. Yes, I did get a Kronos. I'm actually very excited. Or was it Ferg? Actually, no, you both commented on this. I'm actually very excited about Kronos. Skyflex, whatever his name is, has been raving about this on the Discord server for a long time now. And so I'm kind of pumped to build this. We're going to use a Z60 hot swap because the Kronos only came with a solder PCB. Wow, this yellow-purple board looks like a weird cel-shaded render on camera. It does weird tricks to my brain. Really? It might be the shadows, actually. It might be the shadows that's like doing something a bit wonky. Maybe the lighting is like a bit wonky. It's the Kronos60 is the board. All right, let's unpack this and then get some shit out of the way. Hey Patricia, how you doing? Yeah, dude, the cat she's like basically a full member of stream, and half the time she's here. She just digs, it. This is her, well, I guess not. I guess cat is, I guess she's over it. That's fine. Okay, is that everything? I think that is everything. Weight and the feet. Put the feet on first, and then we'll... I did not pre-prepare stabs today, mostly because I thought there would be plenty of time. And I think I can do it. I think I can do stabs, and stabs will be no problem, I think. I don't know. We'll see. Looks like a cosmic rendering of a Keeb. Yeah, you know what's funny is, like, I don't know what's up with my lighting. Someone was supposed to help me figure out, like, I think it was Mikey who was supposed to help me out with, comic. Oh, not cosmic. Yeah, that would be funny. I think Mikey was supposed to help me out with the lighting. I don't know if you guys were here for the Equilibrium stream that we did, but the lighting for that one with the flare keycaps looked like really wonky. So, I don't know what the deal is. Hold on. So, like, when actually, yeah, you're right. Holy crap. What the heck? Yeah, even from this angle, it looks, huh. Weird. Hold on. Wait. Let me try. Is that better? It's a bit better. Hey Appa, thanks for joining, man. Yeah, I think you're right. It's when it's at an angle, because it's like sort of dark in between. It's kind of a bit wonky. As a reminder, tomorrow's Mother's Day. Make sure to either call or buy something. So I'm terrible with that stuff, like terrible. But luckily my wife is not. And she helps remind me about these things. Otherwise, I would be a pretty terrible son / etc. Okay. Okay, that's not what I want. There we go. Okay. So actually, I don't even know. I think these stabs might be pre-prepped. Are they? Because I had one set of stabs that were partially done. Yeah, this was... Yeah, this does not look pre-done. Okay, what is up with the colors of the camera? I do not understand what's going on. Or did you forget I am mom now too? Actually, my dear wife, I did not forget. You have a gift coming. Leaked. In theory, it arrives today, and I will give it to you tomorrow morning first thing. Unless, actually, I probably shouldn't have, okay, I probably shouldn't have said anything, because my wife has a disease, all right? It's a pretty dangerous disease. I don't know how to phrase this, but basically, whenever something happens and she finds out something's gonna happen, it has to happen. It's like whatever FOMO is, but it's like with regards to information. She can't, like, yeah, she can't wait to open gifts. She's like, it's like, okay, so in Farsi, it's there's like a term for it, which is like kamdari. It's like kamdari is like you have worm, right? It's like that's the literal translation, but the figurative meaning of it is like you're kind of a bit of a naughty nuisance, like a bug that like wants to annoy people. So, but it's not like specifically annoy people. It's like kamdari. It's like, yeah, it's like you have a bug. You know, it's kind of what it means. And so she has cam, and so like she won't be able to let it go. Now that I've said it, she's gonna like I'm gonna have to give it to her today. There's no waiting for tomorrow. Like it's game over. So I probably shouldn't have said anything if I wanted to save the surprise, but it is what it is. Hey Eisenheim, thanks for joining, man. Conan, welcome. Okay, so here's, yeah, but you see the problem is she doesn't. Okay, so she doesn't need to search for it, and she won't search for it. Her strategy will be to attack the source, which is this guy, and she'll just attack the source until the source folds, and the source will probably just fold in this case. Okay. So we just started stabs, all right? How long do you guys think stabs are going to take? I think I can do this in 20 minutes. Normally stabs take me like an hour, but I think today's stabs are actually pretty easy, okay? They're like mostly done. Everything's fine. Let's start a prediction. Name the prediction. How long for stabs? Outcome 1. Less than 20. Outcome 2, more than 20. I'll put minutes in just in case. Minutes. Okay. Submission period, 1 minute. Start prediction. Got it. Famous last words. I won't gamble. I need... Oh, NICU. I don't know if you saw, but the rewards have been expanded. We have a lot more now. Like, a lot more rewards. Prediction, by the way, guys, you guys have just a minute. Well, 40 seconds now, if you want to participate. If not, it'll be fine. I just need Baby Shark. Actually, one of the reasons I added a whole bunch... I'm not gambling because I know he actively rigs every one of them. Well, I don't rig them against everyone else, Ferk. It's just you. It's just one rigging. And that's fine, right? It was just a single rig. I think it's okay. Okay. A lot of you think, or at least a lot of points, on less than 20 minutes. I think I can do it in less than 20. He rigs again. Okay, I do rig against Baby Shark. That I actually actively do. The whole point. All right, let's get started. Alexa, 20-minute timer.
20-minute timer started.
All right, let's do it. Okay. Hey, Reload. Thanks for joining, man. I believe in Nab finishing stabs in 20 minutes or less. I think I can do it. Normally it takes me a long time though, but I have a feeling. I have a feeling that today will be okay. Mostly because chat is like a little bit more tame today. Sometimes chat's just a little bit wild, and then I get very distracted. The ADD kind of kicks in, and then I get distracted, and we go on tangents. But I think today's a bit more tame. I think we'll be okay. My Alexa just went off. Hey, Shiva. I believe in you, baby. Thank you, K-Tech. Thank you. I think I can do it too. Do you want me to make chat worse? You see, here's the thing, right? It's not about chat itself being chaos. It's more about the topic of discussion being particularly interesting or like tangent drawing. I don't even know how to put it, but you know what I mean, right? It's like when a topic of discussion gets particularly interesting and then you just kind of get sucked into it, and then you forget about what you're doing long enough that you have... Oh, AI. Oh my god. You picked it. You picked the freaking thing. K-Tech picked one of my weak points. Oh god. Yeah. Okay, but I am actually like very interested in that topic, so yeah, you know, watch your... I guess it depends on what you bet on, what your prediction on was on. I don't know. We're doing good. I think we're gonna make it. I think we'll be way, way, way fine. I think whoever bet that it would take whoever bet 40 points on more than 20 minutes, I think you're going down. O ye of little faith. Nice. We should have a 30-minute discussion on how Reload's day is going. I am interested. Reload, how is your day going, man? What are you up to? You're in Florida, right? Well, here we go. Let's hear it. Okay. Found out my uncle passed away from terminal brain cancer. That is nuts. Were you guys close? Or I guess if you found out that he passed away from brain cancer, then maybe you weren't close. But I'm sorry to hear that, man. That is pretty wild. Especially it's especially wild to find out. Oh, okay, you were close. So that means that you knew about it, right? Like it wasn't a surprise. It's pretty nuts, man. I'm sorry. Especially like if you were close, and I'm assuming that like you knew him and you were like sort of involved, part of the process. I think that's like especially tough. Yeah, we knew about it, but he's just been in the hospital. Yeah, that's tough, man. That's very tough. My grandmother passed away last year, and I was there for most of it. Very, very difficult to watch someone go through that. Very tough. Yeah, he's the one that got me into cars and such. Oh, nice, man. You know, I find it very, I don't know, interesting's not the right word, but like kind of as we all get older, especially I think as people get into their late 20s and 30s, death kind of hits you a bit differently. At least for me, it registers differently. It has a different impact in my head. Like, cause like, I don't know, when I was younger, I don't know why, but it didn't quite register with me. Like, for whatever reason, it didn't really seem like it was serious, or like I dissociated from it. I don't know how to explain it, but it like wasn't a particular thing. Now that I'm older, I find that it hits me different. Like, I think about it a lot more. I think about the implications of it. I think about the experience for the person that went through it. I don't know why, but it hits different. It hits different in a way now where makes me think in ways that it didn't before. Think about how I live my life, how I treat the people around me, the kindness that I have for people, the impact that I have on them, whether that impact is good or bad. Yeah, like especially with when my grandmother passed away last year, it really, really had me thinking about how short life is, and how you want to live it, like the impact you want to have on people around you. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Also, you 20-minute, whoever guessed over 20, you're toast, like mega toast, because we're almost done. Mega toast. By the way, how's the audio, guys? Is the music too loud compared to the voice? Is it like decent overall? It's good. Okay. Mega toast is my favorite kind of toast. Me too, actually. When lately I've been doing bagels for breakfast, and I like it to be very toasty, like just slightly toast. Doesn't work for me. I want to see the slight crisp. Well, not slight crisp. I want to see it like straight up dark around the top of it. Voice needs to be louder. I can't hear the blood moving through your arteries yet. Just kidding. Levels are good. Thank you, Rufus. BGM is about fine. I do not know what BGM is. I'm still on the younger side, so I'm sure it'll change. I worry that no matter how serious I think death is, it will change once I start to experience it around me, no matter how prepared I think I am. So, okay, let me tell you, this is what really made it different for me. So I'm turning 40 this year. Last year I was 39. And I've had people pass away on me in my 20s, even in my early 30s, maybe not. But last year, my grandmother passed away, and it was very slow. She was hospitalized for basically the entire year, from January all the way up until when she passed in October. And so I was there most of the time. Not most of the time, but like every step of the way at multiple stages in that journey, I was there. And I think what's different about it is that, at least for me, when I got older, the responsibility of it felt different. And so I felt a responsibility to go there and be there for her in a way that I would not have felt when I was younger, right? And so as a result of that responsibility, that feeling of responsibility, I was emotionally a lot more invested in trying to make her comfortable and trying to make sure that she was okay. So I paid a lot more attention to how much she was suffering and how she was feeling. And that suffering is what really made it seem different for me. I don't know how to explain it, but like seeing her go through it, and the fact that I was there seeing her go through it, made it register differently in my mind. And so it was that reflection, because it registered differently, the reflection that came as a result, that had the impact on me. So it's not quite about like how prepared you are for it, or at least for me, it wasn't about that. It was more about the reflection that came as a result of it. And I kept thinking to myself, like, I wonder, what she's going through, how she's thinking. Does she feel like she lived a good life? What impact did she have on other people? Like, all that kind of stuff is the kind of stuff I was thinking of. And as a result of that reflection and the empathy for what she was going through, I feel like it registered differently for me last year than it would have for me if I was younger. Not to say that that's the experience that other people will have, just that's the experience that I had. Alexa, how much time on timer?
Your timer has 9 minutes and 43 seconds remaining.
We're fine. We are fine on time. Nice. One stab done. Hey Elquan, thanks for joining, man. Welcome. Background music, got it. I lost both my grandparents during COVID, and unfortunately they live back in South Africa, so I couldn't even see them. It's difficult, but time heals. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Lost my grandparents at a young age, and it sucks. Like, yeah. One thing that I've been thinking about a lot more lately is the impact that I have on the people in my life. You know, my wife, my future son, my mom, my sister, my dad, etc. You know, my friends, my godchildren, like my 2 goddaughters, etc. I think about the impact that I have on the people around me. And I've been thinking about, and I know this is kind of morbid, and if my wife is still here, she's not going to like it, but I've been thinking a little bit more about if I was to die tomorrow, like let's just say for the sake of argument that, like, I don't know, I get hit by a train or whatever, right? I die tomorrow. What is the impact that I had on the people that I care about? Will I have died and have left a positive impact on these people, or a negative impact? What was like the net value of my influence or impact on someone else's life? For some reason, I've been thinking about that a lot. And it has been having an effect on my behavior. Like I've been acting differently, behaving differently, thinking differently. Yeah, it's very interesting. Like, it's not a particular, like, for me, when I think about it, it doesn't feel like a dark thought. I know, like, the subject itself is a bit dark, but it doesn't feel dark. It doesn't feel heavy for me. I just kind of think about it almost intellectually, and I wonder, like, how I want it to be, how I want it to work, all of that. Guys, I think we're going to smash stabs. We have so much time, and we're... Oh, Elquan, if you're still there, I did not balance the wire. So we're just going to YOLO it. I will do it your way, and we'll see how it is. I think about that a lot. I'm not sure exactly how healthy it is, but I do tend to try to paint myself in a more positive light in case something does happen. I think it ties into no regrets pretty nicely. Yeah, so for me, just to be clear, I'm not talking about it in terms of perception, right? So it's not about whether I was perceived as good or like whether people perceived me well, but I'm talking about the actual real impact, right? So like, for example, like with my mom, my sister, like people that are close to me, that like I see all the time, like if I die tomorrow and there's like a cosmic being that is weighing the scales, do the scales weigh positive or negative? Like, was the net impact that I had on them good or bad? Okay, guys. I do have to install them on the board, but these are clip-ins, so this is going to take no time at all. Alexa, how much time on timer? Alexa, how much time on timer?
Your timer has 5 minutes and 40 seconds left.
Oh yeah, we're golden. Sorry, Shiva. I know it's probably driving your thing nuts, but it is what it is. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I like to make sure that if I go before you all, I'm remembered as an MX Black on Alu enjoyer. You know what, Rufus? Just for you, I'm going to start spreading rumors that you like HMX on PP. Or that you just like PP. It's okay, bro. I have a real time keeping on because of it. Yeah, I think we're on the same page. I just word things strangely. Monkey is as monkey types. That is true. I'll take it. Okay. This is the fastest I've ever done stabs on this stream. I'm pretty proud. Nice. Okay. Hey. There we go. Okay. I should start doing predictions for stabs more often because I think I go faster when I do it this way. I think it actually works out better. A little bit of fire under my butt to get stabs done faster. Oh, did I over... No, I didn't. We're fine. Getting a bit philosophical on the topic of how you are perceived versus how you actually perceive yourself. You know, so it's funny, K-Tech, I actually think that's one of my superpowers, is being able to view myself accurately, having like an accurate perception of self. I think that's one of my superpowers. Stabs are done. Installed on PCB, stabs are finished, so that is the prediction. Alexa, how much time on timer?
Your timer has 2 minutes and 55 seconds remaining.
We did good. Took less than 20 minutes, and so 2 of you are about to split a whole 40 points. I hope you're proud of yourselves. How long for stabs? Less than 20 minutes. There we go. Enjoy your 10 points each. I'm not good at perceiving myself because when I look down, my stomach covers my feet. You know what that means, Rufus? That means you give good hug. That's what that means. Okay. All right, now, this is going to be a fairly quick build because obviously it's an O-ring 60. The question that I have, however, is... So for switches, I was really feeling Key Geek Clack today, and so I prepared the... Oh, Ferg, MX Black on Alu. Come on, my dude. Really? Even for this? MX Black on Alu every time? Actually? Like, actually, that's what you... Come on. You're not going to get bored of it? Like, actually, what you want is MX Blacks on Alu. Bro, it's O-ring. I don't know what that means. I have I have 2 other O-ring 60s. The Chroma, which has HMX Snow Crash in it, and the Sebas, which has HMX TT Reds. And it sounds great with those 2. I don't actually... My favorite O-rings are onions and beer. Oh, dude, don't make me hungry on stream, dude. What am I gonna do? I can't just stop and go and make food. He honestly, dude, Ferg, Rufus is the man. What I need is to go to New York and have Rufus show me around in terms of restaurants. Like, I bet you Rufus knows all the good spots. Like, not the ones that look good in the pictures, but the ones that, like, when you actually eat their food, it just hits real good. Whew. When's lunch stream? Nav cooking stream when? So here's the thing. I can basically only do... come on. I can basically only do meats. So I can do burgers. I can do good burgers on barbecue. I can do good steak. I can do salmon. Like, essentially the only thing I can do well is meat. That's essentially my only... Alexa, stop. That's like my one capability is meat. DB. Okay. Nice. That is cute. So if I was to have a bunch of people over or do a cooking stream, I would basically bring it outside and we would barbecue and I would do burgers. Oh. actually. Because we're having salmon tonight. My wife and her friend, she invited her friend over for dinner, so we're going to do salmon tonight. And the original plan was to pan sear, pan fry. But I actually think I might want to do barbecue salmon. I don't know, wife, if you're still there, if you're down to do barbecue salmon, but I'm very much down to do some barbecue salmon. Oh, my absolute favorite thing is pepper crusted salmon, but not like, I don't just mean like a little bit, but I mean like coat the whole thing in pepper so it's like black, and then barbecue it. Absolutely love it. Oh God, freaking Rufus starts talking about food and now my mouth is watering and I'm hungry. All right, you know what, Rufus? I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna send you a picture. You're gonna suffer with me. You're gonna see it and we're gonna enjoy it together. Okay? You can do yours barbecue. Thank you, my love. Then I will. Okay. All right, Ferg. Do you really, Ferg and Rufus, do you guys really want MX Blacks on Alu? Like, really? All day, every day. Fine. MX Blacks on Alu. Fine. However... no, but here's the thing. I actually, I have two other O-Ring 60s, and one of them has HMX. Well, actually, they both have HMX. Let's see how we feel about it. Now, the only problem now is I have 3 different MX Blacks, and we need to pick one. Oh. Okay, so, all right, hold on. Wait, so, these are lubed, filmed, and spring swapped. These are stock lubed MX Blacks that have been spring swapped. So these are factory lubed, but spring swapped. This is fully modded, lubed, filmed, and spring swapped Nixies. And this is unlubed, but spring swapped. So we have, let's do it this way. So we have full treatment Nixies, full treatment MX Blacks. Then we have factory lubed and spring swapped, and unlubed and spring swapped. All right, so first one to put their vote in after Sinister gets the pick right now. Nixie, done. Nixie. Let's see how we do. Okay. Nixie it is. Bro wanted to tell it, but it blocked you. Okay, well, it's okay. We ended up doing Nixies anyway, so don't worry. Also, hey Sinister, how you doing, man? Now, for keycaps, I was leaning towards GMK Retrowave because I thought with the RGB on the PC, it would look stellar. However, I do also have GMK Serenity that I thought might look kind of cool. Terror Below that might look kind of cool. And even Metropolis might look kind of cool. But I was leaning towards Retrowave because I got that set off Captain Mall, off Mech Market, and I haven't actually used it yet. And I thought the colors on Retrowave would work really, really well with the RGB. So, we'll see. I'm great. No longer sober. I eat cheese right now. Okay. Enjoy your cheese, dude. Okay. I felt something a bit weird, but I think it's fine. Let's just check it just in case. Oh. Oh, that's weird. That came out looking weird. Huh. Okay. Yeah, that's better. How about you? I'm good, man. Today's been a pretty chill day. We set up the backyard, so, you know, in Montreal there's winters and shit. And so if you have a yard, usually you have to winterize it, which means you have to, like, get all your furniture and either cover it or bring it inside or, you know, whatever. Because otherwise the snow might mess it up. So today we went into the shed and we took out all the winter stuff and we set up the patio, and the weather's finally getting nice enough that you can actually go outside. So it was pretty chill day. Oh, someone asked me earlier, I saw it, but then I forgot to reply. It was about the baby room. I actually forget who was asking me about that. But yes, the baby room is all set up. My wife is, she went into, like, I don't know what you call it, but like the kind of crazy nesting phase. Nesting? Whatever. But whenever there's like something like that to do, she goes a little bit nutty, and basically just does it all real fast, real early, which is a blessing, because I do not like that stuff at all. So the baby room is done. It's been done for, I don't know, a month or two now, because my wife went into ADD nesting whatever mode and just like did it all in a month or two. And I'm also lucky because she's good at Facebook Marketplace, and so she's able to find a lot of stuff like secondhand used, which is great. Yeah, exactly. Do it before you need it urgently. Because with something like this, it's just not my thing. I don't even think about it. Like with some of this stuff, like I think about like budget and finances and like, you know, whether we're going to be late because I hate being late. But when it comes about like this kind of stuff, it just doesn't register in my brain. So like if we have like people coming over to like spend the night or whatever, it just doesn't register in my brain that you gotta like make sure the sheets are ready and they have a place to sleep. It's just like, it's like, oh, we'll figure it out when they get here. That's kind of my way. So it's like our neuroticism kind of perfectly offsets each other's, because the kind of things that I'm neurotic about, she isn't, and the kind of things that she's neurotic about, I'm not. So it actually works out pretty good, where it just kind of balances. That was the hose. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Is that super loud for you guys, the hose noise? She's your half, you're her half. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let me know if... Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, it died down. It was pretty loud there for a minute. I mean, it's gone now. Yeah, I heard a lot, honestly, because like the thing is, so my office is in the basement, and there's like literally like right behind the wall here, that's where the pipe is in the ceiling. And so the pipe for the backyard is like right there. So whenever she turns on the hose, what that noise is basically the water like rushing through the pipes to do whatever the hell she was gonna do. That woman loves her garden, like loves. I actually don't know what happens, but I wonder if it's an age thing, because like I feel like people get to a certain age and like it's just like a coin flip, and like 50% of people just love gardens. Sorry, almost done. Just need to water the hydrant. Are you listening to stream while you're in the garden? That's actually kind of hilarious. Same, but the pipe right near my computer is for heating the rest of my house. Unfortunately, that means my room is toasty as during the winter. Oh. You have the AC running when there's snow outside. Why don't you just open the window? Do you not have a window where your computer is? It actually kind of works out for me because my office has both my main rig, my main computer. New York first floor. I ain't having somebody crawl through that. Wow. Yeah. Holy crap. Wait, Rufus, do you live downtown? Like, are you downtown New York? Or are you like in a suburb or something? I moved to the suburbs. Nice. I went to New York once for work. I was just sort of passing through, so it was a day in, day out trip. It was nice to visit, but I don't think I could live there. It was too busy for me. Although, I mean, I've lived in cities my whole life. Like, I lived in San Francisco for like 5-6 years, and I was downtown for half of it. And even San Francisco was too much for me. So New York is definitely too much for me. Yeah, Peppa, these are Nixies. And these are fully done. So lubed, filmed, spring swap, the whole works. Believe it or not, it was not my choice. The original plan, well, I mean, it is my choice because I did it, but the original plan was Key Geek full nylon, and both Ferg and Rufus really wanted to do cherry on alu, and I have not yet done, what's it called? Cherry on my O-ring 60s yet. I have 2 other O-ring 60s, and this will be my first one with cherry. So it's actually, you know what, probably a good idea to do it. And just try it out. So I'm kind of down. On the full nylons, haven't seen anyone do a build with those yet. So the full nylons, Silver, I don't know if you were around back then, but I had a lot of problems with my matrix noose, and the build that finally saved the noose for me was with the full nylons. Now, granted, I also was switching to a 1.6 mil PCB, so it's not just the full nylons that did it, but they were definitely part of it. They're very similar to the PAs, by the way. The full nylons. Very, very similar to the Key Geek PA switches. Hold on. Actually, I'm going to do it the other way around. I don't know why I did it this way. Actually, I have a feeling I should have put this in first before I screwed in the DB, but it's fine. Nice. I prefer Nixies on plastic. I've actually never tried Nixies on plastic. I've only ever tried them on alu and carbon fiber because I personally find cherry to be a little bit too quiet most of the time. And so as a result, I've never done cherry on any kind of plastic plate because I typically find it too quiet. The PAs are just shorter travel. I actually don't know. I know that the materials are the same. They're both full nylon, and the specs are very similar, and they sound very similar. It might be that the only difference is the travel. I honestly don't remember. That's about it. Honestly, this looks pretty clean. Oh, you know what? The only thing is because the connector is here, we're not using the channel, but I can't imagine that matters that much. Should be fine. I find it way more satisfying than MX Blacks, which can get muted at times. So my problem, okay, so here's the thing. These Nixies I got pre-modded shortly after first joining the hobby, within my first couple months of joining the hobby. And I've realized since then that I actually prefer unlubed cherry. So both my MX Browns, like that I bought in bulk, and my MX Blacks are unlubed with unlubed and spring swapped only. And so I don't actually use these Nixies that often because they're properly lubed and filmed, and it makes it a little bit too quiet for me. Nixies are a lot on. You see, this is the thing though, Peppa. Personally, I really like loud builds. I'm a big fan of loud, obnoxious builds, and so my MX Browns are actually very loud, totally unlubed, like very loud, borderline obnoxious, and I love it. So I wonder if I will enjoy Nixies on unlubed Nixies. I wonder. Okay. Now let me see if I missed any chat on keycaps. Keycaps, hold on. Hold on a second. Let me see if I missed anything. I don't think I did. I did not. I did miss your question about Wuche stabs. How is it? I like them, by the way. The Wuche stabs are maze stabs, and I love maze stabs. Granted, I think night stabs are going to sound a bit better on the spacebar in particular, but these are just super easy stabs. I've used them forever. I've never had problems. So I use unlubed right now, and it hurts my ears sometimes. I think you'd like it then. Okay. Yeah, Sinister, this is the Kronos. For caps, when in... Oh my god, Ferg. Are you... No, Ferg, we cannot use WOB. This is going to be a fully RGB'd up Kronos, right? With like underglow. We cannot WOB this, my dude. WOB would be such a waste. No. Listen, you got your cherry on alu. We're good. We're good with cherry on alu. Let's the options, well, so the front runner is Retrowave. Alternatively, Peppa, we have GMK Serenity, GMK Terror Below. We could do Modern Dolch Light, but I think it'll be boring. We could do Fright Night, GMK Fright Night, that could work. Both of the Metropolis, Midnight or regular. For KKB, I don't think, Poltergeist could work. Helleboris could work. KKB Miami Nights, that could work. And Bloom, KKB Bloom, that could work too. Yeah, so I'm leaning towards something bright. That's why I was leaning towards Retrowave. I thought Retrowave would look pretty good. Hey Weish, thanks for joining, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, Retrowave. That's what I'm thinking. especially with the RGB. If we get the RGB complementing with like a deep purple or something, I think it would look pretty good. We can do black on white if you want bright. Ferg, you are just like, man, this guy, he is literally the always MX Blacks. Oh, you know what? I swear to God, Peppa, I was just about to say beige. I bet if I did beige, Ferg would like nut himself. Like, Ferg would just like, that would just be game over, right? He would like pass out in a coma. He'd wake up 2 weeks from now and just go, MX Blacks, beige. And that would be the end of Ferg. I heard beige and then Rufus joins in. No, we're doing retrowave. Look at this. Come on. It's gonna be good. I think Metro would be good, but like, come on. Hold on. Huh? Wait. Hold on. Yeah. Wait, that pink it started with would be perfect. Exactly. So we're gonna do it pink, and then we're gonna retrowave it. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I do not have Hander Bait. I don't have any of the Color Vomit sets, but I agree those would look awesome. Okay. Nice. Can you lock? Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, Peppa, once we get it loaded up in VIA, we can change the colors and do whatever we want. Because this is a Z60, by the way. It's a Z60 PCB. And I'm pretty sure... Hold on. Something wonky. Okay. I will say, guys, though, I'm not sure if Nixies are going to do it for me. I think it might be too quiet. Okay, I lied. They're fine. No, this is Kronos with Nixies on Alu and GMK Retrowave. I was originally planning on Key Geek Nylon, but Ferg and Rufus presented a very compelling argument to use Nixies. And that argument was MX Blacks on Nixies, MX Blacks on Nixies, MX Blacks on Alu, MX Blacks on Alu, Alu, MX Blacks, do MX Blacks on Alu, Alu, MX Black, do the MX Blacks, do the Alu. And so I said, you know what, guys, you're making a very good argument, it's very well reasoned, and so that's what we did. That's what we did. Mock all you want, you listened. Hey, Foraz, thanks for joining, man. Luma, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. I think this is the fastest build I've ever done on stream, by the way. How am I doing on... Okay, come on, guys. I think this is a record. To go from unbuilt to build, granted, it's an O-Ring 60, fine, but still, an hour, 10 minutes in to have it built is a record for me. Gavod, I totally did not, man. I didn't even see it. Oh. Gigi, I did make a mistake. Right as you said it, I literally did make a mistake. And the mistake was double backspace. So I will show you. So basically, 2 backspaces was the mistake. So... Literally right as she said it, she was like, and you made no mistakes. It's like, no, I did make a mistake, actually. But it's okay. It's okay. We're still doing good on time. This is still good streamer not making mistakes enough. Like, we're good. I'm going to count this as a flawless victory, even though I did make a little mistake that Gavot had to remind me about, because the timing is impeccable. I have never built in less than 2 hours on stream. It has always taken me more than 2 hours to build board. So, we will see. I don't like this newfound efficiency. Nana, it's okay. Because then we will have time to faff about and do other things. We can bring out another board. We'll see how that works. I'm not sure about the spacebar. It's coming across a little bit wonky. Okay. I am liking how this sounds, though. I'll tell you that, guys. I am enjoying the sound so far. I think, honestly, you know what, Ferg? I'm thinking this might have been the right call. I'm actually thinking this might have been the right call. I never liked cherry spacebar. It just never sounds good to my ears. We might swap the spacebar out for an unlubed MX Black. That might be the move. Maze kind of sounds weird with cherry. Huh. Well, we're good on time. So worst case scenario, I'll just rip it apart and we'll slap a Knight's Stab in there. I would just replace it with a long pole that's either deeper or higher pitch. So I do have a stack of KLBCPs that are ready to go, and we can use them. So if this turns out to not work how we like, we'll just swap in a KLBCP for the spacebar and we'll give that a shot. We have plenty of time to get this to final form. Knight with O-ring. Oh shit, you're right. Crap. Oh, wait. Would that work on spacebar? It might work just on the spacebar. Maybe. Maybe it will work. We'll see. Where is my last? There it is. Okay. Dude, I'm super with this. I think once we get the RGB going, it's gonna look awesome. However, the spacebar has me a little bit kind of not sure. If the plate doesn't have room for the O-ring to pop up, it won't work. Huh. You retired the Frog Mini for the Toro. I rotate Peppa almost every couple hours. I rotate. The Frog Mini is actually. Do you see it? It's there. That is Frog Mini right there. Okay. So, Sinister, do you mean, oh, this one, Sinister? This is the Toro60. With our cute little weight, with our cute little curved side profile.
Someone is at the front door.
Guys, someone's at the front door. Okay. Let's load up VIA before we do our type test and see if we can get this. Hold on. Lighting. No. All right, what do we think? Like, does a rainbow kind of, just a straight up rainbow work? Or do we want it to go pure pink? Like, I'm kind of down with this. But, all right, pure pink, let's try it. Solid color. Ooh. Okay, that was a good call. Oh, that was a good call. Hold on. Hi, Mango. How you doing? Thanks for joining. I kind of like this. That's pretty good. Purple over pink. Okay, let's try purple. For some reason, it's not quite hitting pure purple. Oh, that was kind of purplish. Yeah, you're right. So this is kind of like purplish bluish, and this is more of a pinkish. That is pretty vibrant. Yeah, I dig this. Now, the only problem, and for that reason this might not be final build, is that the Z65 has, I think, worse RGB. I think the native PCB that comes with, because this is the Z60, it's not the native Kronos PCB. I think the native Kronos PCB, the RGB is better diffused. I think, because I think it has more RGB that's like closer spaced together, and so I think it looks kind of even. Like it looks good, but I feel like it's a little bit uneven with the Z60. So I might mill max the Kronos one. Funny because I'm asking because this is already better than the RGB in my aftermarket. So I think the Z60 RGB, Nana, is quite good, but from what I've seen, the Kronos PCB has better RGB, I think. But it's already pretty good. I'm not mad about this. Okay. All right, guys. It's time. It's time. Let's move this closer. Okay. Okay. All right. So, what we have is a Kronos60 with lubed, filmed, and spring-swapped Nixies on an aluminum plate with GMK Retrowave. Okay, I really like the alphas. I think that the pick for Nixies was solid. Hold on a second. The spacebar, I'm not sure about. I want to try Kale BCP on the spacebar. Maze stabs are more muted in general. They are. That's true. They are a bit more muted. They're slightly less crisp than something like a Knight. Hold on. All right. What do we think? I think that's a lot better. I don't know if I'm in love with it. Let's try one quick. Let's see how this does. It's getting there. I'm with you, Eisenheim, but it is not there quite yet. I don't think. I would try KeyGeek. Not sure how I'm feeling with that. So I don't like it either. It's better. It's definitely better, I think, than straight Nixie, but it's still not quite doing it for me. KeyGeek is one. I also want to try unlubed MX Black. Let's try just a normal unlubed Cherry MX Black, and let's see how we do. I think I like that better than the KLBCP. I'm wondering if silver is right and we should try the TTC PT. This is good. I like it. It's just still a tiny bit. All right, hold on. Let's try it. Let's try this and then let's bring out the TTC. Tone is there, but I think more volume would be nice. I agree with you. It's a bit quiet for me. Yeah, silver. I think on. Okay, here's the thing. I like how it sounds, but in relation to the okay, so might be the lubed effect. So these are unlubed MX Blacks, Peppa. Where are the TTCs? PP plate might sound nicer. I'm worried. I would be worried that PP would be too quiet. Let me see if I can find the TTCs. Do I have them? Do I? TTCs. Where did I put them? All right, let's try TTC. I don't know. Maybe. Let's give it a quick 15-second. Let's see how it is. 15. Okay. No, TT's, no, I'm with you guys. That's not it. Okay. So far, my favorite was unlubed MX Black. That was my favorite so far. This is GMK Retro Wave Reload. So the MX Black that we tried, that was I think our favorite so far, was unlubed, unfilmed, just spring swapped. And yes, Nana, it's an alu plate. I'm thinking we try Key. It's just Gavat. My problem is that I think KeyGeek will be too bright, and I don't think it will match. I'm wondering. Oh, Camellia. No. Camellia. I think Camellia might be a winner. Let's try KeyGeek real quick and see how KeyGeek does. This is the full nylon, so it's a very clacky KeyGeek. But I think Camellia might be a good one to try. We also can go to the HMX Light Tactiles. Those ones. Okay, you know what? I think I might be with Peppa. Maybe Gavat. Maybe you were right. All right, let's do a 15 sec. Okay, it's okay. It's just still too quiet. I think by itself, it sounds good to me, but I think the alphas are too bright, and I think you guys are with me. I'm getting mess all across the board. Sinister, the full nylons are going to be brighter, I think, than the explosions. The full nylons, these are like PAs. They're very clacky switches. Okay, Camellias. Let me grab the TTC. Okay, hold on. Wait. Camellias is 1. I want to bring out 2 or 3 because I don't want to go hunting again. Is there something else that might work? Camellias is 1. There's Pure Teas, light tactiles. A light tactile might give us a bit more of a top out. I do have Sonya's, so we could try Sonya's too. So Sonya's, Camellias. Sonja I don't think will work though. I think it will be too quiet. Camellia might work. Camellia, Sonja, Valyrian? Pure Tea. I have a Type R, and I have Cheese V2. Cheese V2 might work. We did try TTCs just now. It was 1 or 2 switches ago. It was too quiet. GAT Type R might work. Stubs. Cherry Stubs. Hold on. I have those right here, actually. Let's try Cherry Stubs. And I don't know, Aaron, if you're still here, by the way, but these are the stubs that you sent me last year, like a year or 2 ago. I still have them. I use them as spacebar switches. All right. Oh, Holy Pandas. Those might be good, too. Okay, let's do Cherry Stub right now. And then if this doesn't work, let's try out Camellias and a few others. Okay. It sounds good, but it's too quiet. I think it's too quiet again. Hold on. Let's just do a fast one. It's my favorite so far, but I still don't love it. I don't want to take this whole thing apart and redo the stabs. I want to try to make these stabs work because that'll be too much of a pain in the butt. All right, so Camellias, Cheese V2. All right, let me do a little hunting. Do you have Snow Crash? I do have Snow Crash. All right, I'll bring that out too. Okay. Okay. Cheese V2. Type R. Pretty sure this is Snow Crash. Ding ding. Or wait, is this Snow Crash? Nope, this is Snow Crash. Never mind. Calligraphy. Camellia. Oh, okay. If not, maybe PCB Snap can make it sound better. You know, I have tried PCB Snap a bunch of times. The only time I've actually, like, straight up preferred PCB Snap was on the Crush65. It made the spacebar bananas. But every other board I've tried PCB Snap on, I've never preferred it over the native mount. Nav, what were you saying about quick stream? Ferg, the board was finished. It was built. Like, I built a board in 1 hour and 10 minutes. That is a thing that I achieved. Now we're trying to get it to final form. Now we're trying to get it, like, peak. Peppa, it was PC Crush, not metal. Holy shit, Conan. 20 streams. Wow. That is crazy, dude. Okay. Camellias. Calligraphies. Snow Crash. Cheese V2. Ding Ding. Type R. Now, the reason these are all in bags, in case you're wondering, is because they are currently installed in boards. And so the way that I do it is when a switch is installed in a board, it goes in a separate thing over there. And when it's not installed, it goes in the closet in a proper Tupperware thing. Stole this tech from you, by the way. What tech did we steal? Tell me about the tech you stole. Okay. Camellia first. Camellia. Okay. So these are unlubed camellias. The 52-gram unlubed. Putting in use switches in bags and one shared tub. That's the way, honestly. Plastic bits. This is a Kronos60 on an aluminum plate with Nixies. It's Nixies. We were originally going to use KeyGeek full nylon. We then switched to Nixies, and now we're trying to figure out the spacebar. We've gone through a bunch. We're currently on camellias. These are the unlubed camellias. Let's give this a shot. Let's see how the camellia does on spacebar. The problem that we're having, if anyone joined just now, is that the Nixies are overpowering the spacebar on basically every spacebar we've put in so far. When we actually get to the... So, like, essentially, in isolation, when I hit the spacebar, it's fine. But then when we do the type test, the alphas overpower. So let's try this out. Yeah. That's pretty good. Okay. Now, are we happy? Or, in the name of science, do we work our way through the other switches on the table? Thank you, my love. My wife, my dear wife. My love, by the way, when I say my love, I'm not talking to Ferg, I'm talking to my wife. Okay? Just so you know. But in the name of science, let's continue. Let's try the others. All right, so we have, so far, winner, which is our calligraphy. We'll leave it over here. This is our favorite. Camellias, not calligraphies. What about me? Aaron, you are my darling, but my love is my wife. Let's try calligraphies out. Oh. When I say my love, I do mean Ferg, just making it clear. Yeah, so like, I don't know. Okay, so I literally just took this out, and I don't know if you can see, but the leg's already broken off. So this is like one of the problems with these calligraphies is that they're so freaking brittle. Um, I was reading that the V2s apparently get rid of this problem, but like, holy crap, these things are, not only are they brittle, but like they do not fit well in alu plates. Like they have these little teeth on them that I don't know if you can make it out. Uh, you can kind of see these. Yeah, there you go. You see them right there, right? Uh, right there. There are these little teeth on the switch that cause problems getting into plates. And so I'm a little bit nervous about using this switch without supporting the hot swap socket, because that is a problem I do not want to deal with, which is soldering a socket back. Son of a bitch. Broke that leg faster than Geralt did in The Witcher 3 when going downstairs too fast? I don't get that reference. You mean the show or the game? No, Witcher 3 is the game. Oh, this is not... this is not going to work, guys. This is going to require me to like put quite a bit of force, and I don't want to do it. I'm sorry, calligraphies are out. Nav, read my last message. It's important. KKB darling or GMK darling? I'm on the GMK train now. So GMK. Unless the price is wildly different. If am I KKB or GMK? You're GMK. As an owner of both, minuscule difference. Wait. So, are you talking, Aaron? I'm gonna need more context. What is this for you? Are these sets that you're planning to buy? Are these sets that you own? Ferg doesn't own me, by the way. Can I? Wow. Ferg is going all in. Okay. Snow crashes. Just asking about the quality of me as a person. Aaron, I am missing some bigly context here. Are you KKB or GMK? I'm very confused. Alright. This is going to be Snow Crash. Let's see how Snow Crash is. Nope. Sorry. Nope. Snow Crash is not it. Sorry. Nav didn't get the assignment. I didn't. I don't understand. Yeah, Rufus, I'm with you. Snow Crash was not it for me. I think the big problem is that the alphas are just... the alphas are frankly like too good, too crisp, like they sound too prominent, too loud, whatever, and they drown out basically everything that we have been doing, basically. All right, this is Cheese V2. Back to errands, no problem. This could work. This could work. I like the cheese. I agree. Cheese and Camellia are close. I'm gonna need to hear them back to back. All right. So we have right now a two-way tie. We have cheese and we have camellia. All right, let's do ding ding real quick. Okay. Maybe. Might be a bit too much, actually. Hey, Tibby. We are currently troubleshooting a spacebar. Ding dings don't really do it for me. If anything, I felt like it was slightly too sharp. Okay. Okay, so do you guys still want to hear type R, or are we satisfied with going to a tiebreaker of cheese versus camellia? Okay. Let's put these guys back. Give type R. Type R, please. Okay. I have a feeling that type R is going to work on volume, but it is not going to work on pitch. That is my prediction. Could be wrong, because they're a bit of a cheat code and they seem to work everywhere. But we will see. We will see. Okay. It's about as nice as the unlubed black for me. I think I still prefer cheese. I think I preferred the MX Black to the Type R. The other problem with Type R spacebars, by the way, is that the travel on the Type R is so short that it's a bit jarring from a type experience perspective to have full travels up here and then a long pull down there. Not bad, but your face says no. Yeah, I just didn't like it, MC. It was a bit too... All right. Let's do very quick back-to-back of the spacebar only for camellia and cheese. So here is camellia. I like it. I actually like the Type R more than both. Interesting. For me, the Type R was closer to the MX Black, and I thought it was just a bit quiet. Honestly, Silver, I think I'm with you. I think I slightly prefer camellias. The reason, I think the cheeses on pitch and loudness are actually really good. The problem is that because they don't have any scratch, they feel a little bit disproportionately clean to me, sound-wise, whereas the camellias have a bit of character, and that bit of character makes it work for me more with the Nixies. Let's try it one more time. Okay, so for anyone that joined in, this is Kronos60 with an aluminum plate, Nixies with a Wingtree Camellia spacebar on GMK Retrowave. One more. One more. I screwed up. Uh-oh. What? Give me a second. I have ran into a problem. Oh, that's not good. Huh. Oh, never mind. I had a weird... Okay, so basically, I had this weird thing that just happened where all of a sudden these keys switched to numpad, and I had no idea why. And I think what happened... Yeah. So, caps lock is mapped to layer tap. And I think it was converting. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Now, please tell me you have Keebscape W1 Black Diamond. I do, Eisenheim. They are my top 10 in my top 10 list. I have a bunch of them actually. I have them in my W70. I have them in my Minerva LX. And then I have a bunch more. I have a ton of them. They were on sale at Keebscape, and so I ordered like a bunch of them. Have you tried one for the spacebar? I did not, actually. I did not. We could try one. Give me a sec. Okay. Are you a WinKey guy? I am a WinKey guy. I was never able to fully adapt to WinKeyless. I'm slowly getting there, but I just still prefer the functionality of WinKey. Not bad. Hey, Alan, how you doing, man? Thanks for joining. Hold on. Let's try this. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay with it. The W1. I think the winner for me was the Camellias, honestly. The cheese worked out really well too, but the Camellias had just enough character and are able to match the alphas on loudness. Okay. Alright. So we have our winner. Wait a minute. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Which stem was it? If you got gray, they're long pole. Blue stem. I have blue stem and I have yellow stem. Those are the only diamonds that I have. My blue stems are stock, and the yellow stems are loomed. Okay. Grays are the loudest. Oh. Yeah, I didn't get more of them. Honestly, I should have gotten more of them when they were in stock at Keebscape, but now they're all gone. So I'm jealously guarding my hoard of W1 Black Diamonds. My favorite board right now is HHKB Topra Thok. I still have not tried an EC board, Lava. I got the EC kit coming in from Unikeys, the group buy they did recently, and I'm really looking forward to trying out my first one. But all right, okay. let's do one more. This is okay. So let's do one more. And this is our final form. Well, is it final form? I don't know if this is final form. It is the build that I'm going to leave it with for a week. And we'll see how it hits. Because it sounds good right now. But I need to see if a week from now this is still going to hit. But for now, I think I'm happy with it. So we have Kronos60 with GMK Retro Wave, Nixies on Alu with a Wingtree Camellia spacebar. I like it. It's the alphas. The alphas really, really get me, dude. Like, I don't know. You know, it's... I don't know what it is. Or, okay. It just really gets me. These alphas are so crisp. He's beginning to understand. For the record, I've always liked cherry. Oh, do you like my forearms? Look, look. I work really hard on them. Oh. I worked really hard. The trick, by the way, is to be super heavy and do pull-ups, because then you have to hold your body up while you're doing pull-ups. That's the trick. And then your forearms get big because you're holding all this weight in your grip. That's the trick. Scopely, this is a Kronos60 with Nixies on Alu with GMK Retro Wave. And I'm pretty happy with this. Now, here's the thing. Okay. Quick comparison. I want to do a quick comparison. Damn, those are the forearms of somebody good with meat. Guys, I'm talking about his barbecue. I am good with meat. That is one thing that I know I do good in. How's the legs? I do legs, but I don't do legs too much. I do legs about once a week. Mostly because I don't want my legs to get too big. And because I'm 315 pounds, I'm a heavy guy, my legs are already a little bit on the big side. And I don't want them to get too bulky. Now, I want to do a quick test. I am curious how the other O-ring boards will do with Nixies. I'm curious what is the difference with Nixies, because all of these boards are alu plates, and I'm wondering what is the difference between Nixies on 3 different O-ring 60s. I want to compare the difference. Now, granted, these are KKB keycaps, so they're not going to be super identical, but it's like good enough. And I'm curious how different these boards will sound. We have a Sebas, which is a PC O-ring 60 with a stainless steel weight. We have a Kronos60, which is an aluminum body O-ring 60 with a copper weight. And then we have our Kronos, which is PC60 brass weight. Okay. Okay, so let's get these guys close. Let's move the mic. Ferg's evil plan is working. Evil and simply correct. Okay, so KKB Sync Terra, KKB Barrier Reef, GMK Retro Wave, right? So, and I'm moving the mic so it's right over. Okay, so we're just going to go 1, 2, 3 all the way through. Wait a second. That is very interesting. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. So first up, I just want to compare. Wait. If we want to do this properly, God damn it. All right, hold on. Okay. Wait. Okay. Don't be a little bitch. Come here. Okay. All right. Just because I want to compare as apples to apples as possible. All right. Okay. So. All right. So right now, I just want to compare PC to PC. So this is the Kronos60. This is the Sebas60. Stainless steel weight, brass weight. Obviously both PC. Otherwise, they're both aluminum plate. They're both GMK. They're both Nixies. So in theory, the only difference now should be the board. Well, isn't that interesting? Do you guys hear it? Huh. Yeah, the Sebas is quite a bit deeper. Wow. I did not expect that much of a difference. Okay. Yeah, Eisenheim, I'm with you. The Sebas is deeper. All right, hold on. Let's try the Chroma now. This one seemed very, very interesting. Okay, hold on. Hold it. Okay. All right, Nav, I'll start whipping up a GH4 batch for you. Seems like, what is a GH4 batch? Oh, is GH4 that other weird blended lube? Is that what that is? It's like a blended lube that you use for modding cherry? Okay. And Llama, yes, they're both beach themed. Both Sync Terra. Sync Terra is like ocean themed, I think. Ocean art, sort of. And this is Barrier Reef. This is a lot more ocean themed because you have the beautiful corally pattern on the back plus the Barrier Reef. Okay. Now we're doing Kronos60 versus the Kronos60. This one is aluminum body with copper weight. That one's obviously PC with brass weight. All other things are the same. So it's Nixies on aluminum plate with GMK. So, is it okay? So the chroma seems louder, right? It seems louder and brighter. Right? Like quite a bit louder. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. Cause because okay, so this is obviously quite a bit heavier, right? Because we have a full-on copper weight, copper accent, aluminum body, like definitely heavier. Sorry. Sorry again. So, and then we have PC here, which is a material that leans deeper, right? But I didn't expect that much of a difference. Wow. Interesting. I'm with you, Silver. I think the Kronos sounds awesome. And especially now that we've balanced out the spacebar, I am very much on board. I think it's great. I originally thought I would prefer the Sebas more, but now that I hear it side to side, I actually do think I prefer the Kronos more than the Sebas. It's brighter. I didn't expect it to be brighter, but it is brighter. Because the Kronos has a brass weight, right? Normally, you'd expect the stainless steel weight to be brighter, and then on top of that, you'd expect... Yeah, that's just weird. $88. Which Garen did you go for? It would be cool to see this with acrylic too. I went for Alu Garen. I think I got Containment Green, the MX PCB with Containment Green. Pretty sure that was my build. Okay. All right, let's put this back. Okay. All right. This was a lot of fun. One of the things I'm actually I really enjoy about, you know what? Okay, here's a question for you guys. Would you, okay, so for those of you that have been here most of the time, right? We started off with just the building of the board, and we finished off with the last, like, I don't know, basically hour, just like testing out different switches and tinkering and trying out different space bars and like comparing, you know, switches across O-ring 60s, like basically experimenting. Which part did you guys enjoy more? Essentially what I'm wondering is if we did a whole stream of tinkering and experimenting, right? We basically just did a full-on science stream where we essentially brought a few experiments, I mean, I'm using the term loosely, to the table and just did a whole stream on that. So for example, taking the same switch and trying out like multiple different, like for example, we could literally take MX Blacks and try MX Blacks out in a few different boards and actually compare like somewhat comparable boards with like different mounting styles. Compare, for example, keycaps, or we could do spacebar comparison of GMK versus KKB versus SWG. Once I get the fix kit in, we'll be able to do 4. I'm wondering if we do a tinkering stream. That was a lot of fun. Did we hate Kronos? We love Kronos. Kronos worked out really well. And funny enough, it was brighter than the Sebas. I actually think I prefer Kronos to the Sebas a bit. I wonder what, if any, sound difference there is between PC and acrylic. So if this was, I mean, it's hard to say because none of these are equal, right? But they're all O-ring 60s. They all have the same mounting points, except for maybe the Sebas. The Alu one was clearly brighter and louder. Naveed got me analyzing my own boards like I'm not too lazy to desolder. I would love a tinkering stream. Awesome. Yeah, dude, the hunt for the spacebar, I really enjoyed that. That was great. My standards are low for sound. If it sounds good, I'm good. I'm more looks. Interesting. I'm definitely a bit more on the sound side, but my sound preferences are not always typical. Like, I typically lean louder, more obnoxious on sound, so a lot of the quieter, more muted builds I'm not really into. I'm back from the gym. What did I miss? We got to our final build on the Kronos, and it worked out really well, dude. Sounds great. Okay. Let's do... Like, it's actually quite a bit brighter. It worked out really well. It's brighter because of the small weight. Sebas is much cleaner, but Kronos is classic O-ring experience. Was the Sebas cleaner? Yeah, you're right. Sebas was cleaner. It was a bit more restrained. The Kronos was the loudest, brightest of the two, between the two. Are all of these one-piece boards? Yeah, no. Well, okay. So so this is one piece, and then it has a weight. The Sebas is one piece. It also has a weight. The Chroma is technically one piece, but the weight kind of shines through a bit. It's like a very big weight with an accent piece. So I guess technically it's... Oh, no, dude. Ferg, I always go mod on pipe. Every time. Every time. I think it's weird to not do mod on pipe, actually. I don't know why. He is weird like that. I do be weird like that. Yeah. Okay, so I think what we'll do is next week will be the classic TKL. It's my first classic TKL, so we'll build that. The week after, it'll be probably collection stream. Actually, let's do a quick vote right now and see what you guys want to do for the week after. Because it could be collection stream, it could also be Tinker stream, and I'm not sure which one. So we can do a fast vote, fast poll on stream. Prefer which? Alright. We'll do a fast 2-minute poll. We don't need like everyone to weigh in, but if you have a preference of which one we do first, Tinker stream or collection streams, throw your vote in the poll. And he hates the Chroma, so it's going to be in my collection probably, maybe. You know what, Weish? I might actually end up selling it one of these days. Because right now I have 3 O-ring 60s. I don't know if I need 3 O-ring 60s. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll sell it one day. We'll see. I try to keep my collection limited at a specific number, and whenever I exceed that number, I sell stuff. So, Mod Pipe and Mod Tilde aren't jail worthy. Maybe more like put him in a timeout. I am actually Elquan slightly above the number. I am slightly. That's why I have a few boards up for sale. The problem is the boards that I have... Okay, here's the problem. The fundamental problem is that I have a lot of like cheap stuff that people don't want, right? Like budget stuff that like I've had for a long time that technically count towards the number. But they're also like really difficult to sell because nobody really wants them. Y'all have numbers. I sell things when I run out of room. Yeah, so Ferg, that's basically my number, right? My number is essentially the display space that I have. And when I exceed the number, I have to start selling boards because then I don't have space for them. Yeah. So right now I'm okay, but I'm going to have group buys starting to come in. And so I need to downsize a bit. Yeah. Honestly, Eisenheim, I thought about giving them away, but we'll see. There's one of them that might be fun, that I think I actually am going to give away. Uh, it's a budget board. However, the the conditions of the budget board. Okay, so basically, I got a Molly 60 off Mechland last year. The Molly 60 is a great board, right? It had QC problems, right? But if you got a good one, they actually sound very, very solid. Like, it's a good board. But it's budget, and nobody wants it. So I sent it to Shiva. He's the owner of Nick's Keys, and they do, like, commissions and patina and stuff, mostly for him to experiment with. But I think he's going to be doing something fun in terms of patina Cerakoting with it. So what we're essentially going to have, potentially in like a week or two or three or four, I don't know, is going to be a keyboard where the value of the coating and the value of the patina work is going to significantly exceed the value of the board, because he's going to Cerakote the thing, patina the weight, he's going to do some wild stuff with it, and he's going to send it back, and then I'm going to have a board where the value of the work exceeds the value of the board. It's just going to be funny. So maybe we'll give that one away. That'll be fun. I don't know. It'll be funny, actually. That'll be funny. Board 60 USD, patina Sarah 240 USD. That's actually what it is, because his Cerakoting, I think he charges like 150. I don't know. I actually have no idea what he charges, but like he charges, I'm assuming, around 150, 200 to like coat it and patina it and give it the works, I think. And the board was like 60, 70 US dollars, so it'll be kind of funny. Oh, all right. Let's see who's live. I think it is time for me to get going. Okay. All right, we got Ray. I think Ray does, and Valk just started. All right, let's give... I was going to give Ray a raid, but I think he sometimes speaks French on stream. All right. Following. All right, guys, let's give Valk a raid. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys. Oh, no stream next week. Next week I'll be at a meetup. So next week is a skip. I'll see you the week after. All right. Love you guys. Mwah. See ya.
Oh, Navid, what's going on? Thanks for the host, as always. Thanks so much, dude. Ferg, welcome. Ray, welcome. Everybody, welcome. Nana, welcome. Rhea Ripley entrance theme, exactly. So based. So one of my favorites was to Shiraya, and I